What gel should I buy when getting started with Japanese gel? So you're either fully committed or very curious and you're giving Japanese gels a go. Where do you start? What base coat and top coat will be the most universal to use across the board with clients? What if you don't currently have the budget for it all? I get you. So in today's video, I'm going to try and get you to the basics of basics when it comes to getting started with soft potted gel like Japanese gel. I'll be sharing the 3 must-buy clear gels to get started with the use of Japanese gel, and I'll be referencing my 3 go-to Japanese gel nail brands to do so: Cocoa's, Leaf Gel, and Vetro. I promise you'll be set to offer gel manicure services with these suggestions, even if you haven't invested yet in colors. For now, you can use the soft gel colors that you own from any brand. They will hold up just fine. And don't worry, my top 10 colors to get started with each of these brands I'll discuss in the next week. So hang tight, it's coming. And because I'm staying traditional, I'll primarily be making potted gel suggestions, so we'll also need to pick up some brushes, and I have 3 must-have recommendations for those. So grab a sip, pen and paper, and cozy up with me to episode number 2 of this Japanese Gel Nails Fundamental series. Let's do this. Hey there, I am Paola of PaolaPonceNails.com, and I help current and aspiring nail techs become thriving entrepreneurs by mastering all of their gel nail services using soft gel only. If this sounds like a niche you'd like to continue exploring, then don't forget to subscribe. One of the many winning points of using Japanese gel systems for your salon services is that they do not require a primer or dehydrator. That's right, your dehydration is taken care of when you scrub the natural nails with alcohol, and the bonding agent is found all in your gel-based product. Omitting these prepping agents not only saves you time and money, sure, but also decreases the dehydration to your client's natural nails, helping her achieve those natural nail goals. All right, let's start with our 3 clear gel recommendations. Clear gels are oh so important. They lay out your foundation and finish off your gel nails. Be selective, but also try a few out. My rule of thumb for just ease is to stick to one brand of clear gels for 1 to 3 months, feel it out on you and all of your clients before trying another one. This way you are giving each brand of clear gels a true fair shot while also keeping yourself out of troubleshooting service breakdowns, which can be totally annoying and sometimes a very complicated puzzle to solve. Japanese clear gel must have number 1, a thicker consistency, flexible base gel. In the Vetro brand, it is Fuji base. In the Leaf Gel brand, it is Extreme Clear. And Cocoa's, it is Mega Stick base. The reason why this thicker consistency base gel is so important is because it will provide the natural nails with flex power. Most clients' nails, if not all, have some level of flexibility to them. A base gel that bends with the natural nails will be less likely to chip and or lift from the natural nail. Out of the 3, Extreme Clear by Leaf Gel is the thinnest, while Cocoa's is the most viscous, Vetro being in the middle. Remember, prior to applying any of these base gels, all you simply do is cleanse the natural nails with 90% alcohol. The less water content in 90% alcohol ensures perfect adhesion. I know some of you have a blend of acetone and alcohol-based cleansers, and while that is perfect for acrylic and hard gel wear, soft potted gel systems like Biosculpture and Japanese gel rely on the natural nails being able to recover their moisture so that they can work together with the gel and flex with it. Acetone strips the natural nail more dramatically of moisture and its ability to re-moisturize itself than alcohol. And this is important because the natural nail and soft potted gel formulas are literally the dynamic duo, the dream team of achieving healthy and strong natural nail goals. If the natural nails become too dry, they will become too rigid, meaning less flexible. So not only will they become hard, but brittle also. And now, because it's hard, it will not match the flexibility of the soak-off gel and will separate from it and start lifting. Yep, they're having like a total breakup. This will be the beginning of the end for your or your client's natural nail goals. It really is a downward spiral from there on. So again, no need for a pH bonder or dehydrator. Yes, they will adhere the gel super strong, but A, if you were intending to soak off that gel, that no longer would be a possibility. And B, 2 to 3 months down the line, you'll be wondering why those natural nails don't look or feel as strong anymore. And sadly, this is where a lot of people and clients go blaming gel nails for the damage of their natural nails. And if you are an independent stylist relying on return clientele for that steady, reliable monthly income, prevention is key, my dear. Do your part to avoid dehydration to the nails. Should you have a rare case of a problem lifting client, there is no harm in applying a bonder at the free edge or cuticle area, as these are the two most problematic lifting areas. And I mean barely use the bonder, just a little bit. You do not need to soak that nail in bonder. Remember, you will make it weak and dehydrated and brittle. Japanese clear gel must have number 2, a soft gel builder. Now, when I say soft gel, I mean soak off gel. I am not referring to the gel's firmness being soft, as in bendy or rigid. Japanese soft gel builders are super strong. Yes, you can create extensions, including freeform soft gel extensions, with the use of Japanese builder gel. They are that strong. Their texture is rigid and semi-hard, yet able to dissolve in acetone, unlike hard gel. I've done many a freeform soft gel extensions, and this is even a key section in Japanese gel nail training. Soft gel builder or soak off gel builder works for extending lengths on natural nails, but you have to be super methodical, and that is why I've made my step-by-step freeform extensions checklist available for download to you. It is super special as it is from my very own soft potted gel application course, Master Gel Nails. I'll drop a link to this downloadable checklist in the description box below. Okay, so Cocoa's Soak Off Builder is called Excel Builder. Leaf Gels is called Sculpting 2, and Vetro's is called Extension Clear. You can't go wrong with any of these. They're all good choices, I promise. And you'll use these over any of the flexible bases we've mentioned earlier for long wear. So we're talking Vetro Fuji Base, Leaf Gel Extreme Clear, or Cocoa's Mega Stick Base. I think that for years, though, I've gravitated more towards Vetro Extension Clear. I really like its clarity and its consistency, and I was told by my trainer it is construction grade even. I guess my second favorite is Leaf Gels and then Cocoa's. And Cocoa's is especially good for you if you're transitioning from hard gel to soft potted gel formulas. I think Cocoa's Excel Builder merges that bridge for a smooth transition. It feels glassy when filing, just like hard gel does. Japanese clear gel must have number 3. Top gel. But wait, potted or bottled. Here's just about the only time, except pedicures, I'll stray away from potted gel. Oftentimes, nowadays at least, we are doing some type of nail art on clients or ourselves. And so if you find yourself in a pinch, then you want what is quick, right? I know. And without compromising quality, that I know too. This is when you would cheat and reach for your bottled top gel. Now, my favorite top gel is from Cocoa's, and here is why. 2 reasons. Number 1, it's viscosity, and number 2, it is non-wipe. Let's start with the latter, it being non-wipe. Well, if you're pressed for time, the last thing you want to do is add an unnecessary step to your service by having to wipe off an inhibition layer. An inhibition layer is that tacky residue that is left behind on the nail after you cure. I know it sounds like no biggie, but saving 2 minutes is 2 big long minutes when you're already 10 minutes behind. And the first reason I mentioned is viscosity. Unlike most non-wipe top gels I'm familiar with, Cocoa's is slightly thicker, and so it will hide any tiny imperfections from your final look. The thinner your finishing gel is, the more it will enhance those imperfections. So like a top gel like Leaf Gel's non-wipe top gel, that one is very thin, and no, it's not bad. You will just use that when your application is flawless and nicely finished, or after you've completed a set with a lot of nail art. With that being said, self-leveling out any tiny imperfections is one of 2 reasons why you may want to take the time to use a potted gel top coat. Again, I do recommend a potted gel top coat also. The second is that it will generally add a tiny bit of strength to your application. Your strength does not come from your top coat, so this is not the time to get thick with it. So if you desire more strength or your natural nails need it, then please use a potted top gel coat. By the way, Coco's does not offer a potted top gel, at least not in the US. And Vetro's is just fine for me, nothing to write home about, but I never really used it a lot either. My favorite potted top gel is from Leaf Gel. Its name is Perfect Shine, and it's been in circulation for about a year. The reason why I like it is because it is super resistant to scratching if you happen to be a little bit more on the aggressive side when removing the tacky layer from off of your gel nails. And the other top gel rule of thumb is to never apply your top gel thick or it will lose its clarity. And guess what? Perfect Shine by Leaf Gel was also designed to be forgiving. If you happen to apply thick, it will not lose its clarity. I think Vetro's current non-wipe is being reformulated. It's been out of stock for a little while. And they do offer a potted top gel, but again, I've never used it enough to give you like real feedback on it. And you can actually use their Extension Clear as a top gel also, which is pretty cool. So it will add both strength and a high gloss finish. Just definitely avoid contaminated, so maybe don't drop like colored blobs in your extension gel so that you maintain its clarity if you're using it for top coat. Now, because we mainly geeked out about potted gel, I told you also I'd help you with some brush recommendations. Here's how I assign my brushes. One for base gel, one for builder gel, one for top gel. Square or round is what you'll have to choose. It's totally your preference. I find that more of the Japanese gel nail stylists from Japan use a flat, so like a square brush, but I personally have always preferred a round one. I feel like it just cuts through that cuticle area so much better, and it usually tends to be a little shorter. So I also don't like bristles to be too long. Unless you're constantly working on long nails, then you'll most likely also prefer shorter bristles like me. My two current go-tos are Leaf Gel's Oval and Coco's Round Brush. Even though Coco's Round Brush is a little bigger in the bristles than I like it to, surprisingly, it doesn't bug me too much when I'm applying my colors, especially with this one. It picks up a lot of product and it just allows it to float very nicely. Okay, and I also often get asked, what is a good training set of brushes? Listen, I know we're all on a budget, and even if we're not, we like to be a little bit conservative in our spending. So I do believe that Vetro's set of 6 brushes is a great start. I've had mine for almost 7 years. So in the set of Vetro brushes, you'll have a brush for every need. Now, my favorite source to buy Vetro is from the Canada online store, which actually also ships to the US from their local warehouse here in the US. So check them out. And again, I do believe that their set of brushes have everything you need. They have a brush called Max that was designed for their sanding free base, Max base. And I don't necessarily recommend that base for all of your clients. This is why I didn't list it here. But I would switch that brush for colors. It applies your colors so smoothly. Now, I hope you were taking notes, but if you didn't, no worries. But because I'm all about clarity and making things super simple for you, I actually created a comparison chart. You may or may not already have downloaded it before. And in it, I also compare another gel I kind of like, and it's a Geha. So download this comparison chart using the link in the description box below. And down below, you'll also find a link to my most popular free training where I also go over my Master Gel Nails online program, including what's in it as part of your enrollment. Thank you again for joining me in the second episode of this Japanese Gel Nail series. I'll see you next week for episode 3.